Hello and welcome to the Lock and Load Hunter's Guide to Stoneguard Heroic. My name is Divine. As with all my Heroic Strategy and DPS guide videos, I will assume you know the normal mode mechanics and will only briefly cover those mechanics. In the 10-man version of this fight, you get 3 randomly chosen Stone Guards. In the 25-man, you get all 4, which potentially makes this fight much more difficult on the 25-man difficulty. The guards still keep all the same abilities: Jasper Chains, Amethyst Pools, Cobalt Mines, and Jade Shards. The mechanics for breaking these remains the same as they do in the normal mode. The big difference is the amount of damage each of these abilities do, with Cobalt Mines merely one-shotting you. When the corresponding guard is petrifying, you take a reduced amount of damage from the corresponding ability, and at such time you should be breaking mines and chains. The difference between the normal and heroic versions of this fight are the tiles. At 100, 75, and 40% of the fight, all DPS that remains unchanged should be running to the original spawn location of the Stone Guards and clicking on crystals to gain the living Jade, Jasper, Amethyst, or Cobalt debuff, which allows you to light up 7 tiles on the ground. For every tile that becomes active, the raid gains 1% increased damage and spirit. This allows you to do massive amounts of damage and your healers to virtually have no mana issues. Our raid decided to stack these tiles to over 100, which proved to be a really difficult task to get people to do. Taking talents that would help you, such as Post Haste, or having a Druid Symbiosis a Hunter, can be very beneficial for quickly spreading these tiles. Our raid also took advantage of the Warlock Demonic Gates, which allowed us to spread tiles in various places with no issue. These tiles are the #1 priority, and at the 3 points in the fight that you must spread them, taking a DPS loss is expected to get your tiles back up and your healers back to the point of having no mana issues. Melee DPS may have to take a bigger DPS loss at this point, but it's very much worth it, as they gain it back with a huge tile stack of over 150% increased damage. The rest of this video will be primarily about how hunters should go about DPSing this fight. As on normal difficulty, only guards that are close together take normal damage, so I took talents that would help me maximize 2 target damage, as well as playing survival to fully maximize the little multi-dotting a hunter can do. The talent setup I took of this fight looks like this. I decided to take Crouching Tiger, Hidden Chimera, based on our raid's needs to break Cobalt Mine with the use of Deterrence. Deterrence allows you to break Cobalt Mines, taking no damage and not being rooted, so with 2 closely placed Cobalt Mines, you're able to break 2 to 3 if they're positioned correctly. This is another benefit of having a Resto Druid Symbiosis a Hunter, as they gain Deterrence as well. Although theirs is on a 2-minute cooldown, it can still become very crucial later in the fight. Post Haste is also a very viable choice for this fight, as spreading tiles is the #1 priority in the fight. Your Tier 2 talent doesn't help in any way in this fight. Aspect of the Ironhawk is a pretty clear winner in this fight. Although Spirit Bond could be useful, I don't think it's as good as the damage reduced by Ironhawk. I've tried Fervor and Thrill of the Hunt on this fight. I believe if used correctly, Fervor is just as good as Thrill of the Hunt, but Thrill is passive and really helps you keep focus mana under control without really worrying about anything. Link's Rush is the winner in the next tier. Although I have seen many people use Blink Strike on this fight, as they can move their pet around from target to target, I think Link's Rush provides a much higher DPS gain. With tanks constantly moving guards around, a Murder of Crows on a target that is switched would just be a devastating DPS loss. Glaive Toss is Old Faithful for the last tier. I have attempted using Barrage in this fight, as you see in this video, and maybe with the upcoming 5.1 changes it will be more viable. But for now, I think Glaive Toss is still the clear winner. To quickly recap, spreading tiles is the #1 priority in this fight. Any DPS that is not chained should be ready to run tiles with their personal defensive cooldowns during any power down phase. Take advantage of there being multiple targets to attack, and take talents to accommodate this. Take talents that allow you to benefit your raid in the areas they are struggling in, whether it be tiles or breaking Cobalt Mines. Although RNG can play some role in this fight, with good precision and some well thought out strategies, the fight quickly becomes manageable. Take advantage of all the hunter utility you have, including our mobility. Come 5.1, we will get all the mobility jobs, so get used to it. Thanks for watching, and if this helped you in any way, Let me know by leaving a comment and a thumbs up. Also, be sure to read the full write-up over at lockandloadhunter.blogspot.com. This has been Divine. Thanks for watching.